Hopeco Studios in Oklahoma City. This is a special bowl edition of OU Football with Jake Trotter and David Ubben. I'm Jenny Carlson. Jake, you wrote a little bit about this last week, the setup for this bowl game in El Paso, Texas, the Sun Bowl, right across the border from Juarez, Mexico. Is this a situation where we may not see fans go because of some of the safety issues that are going on across the border?
Well, it remains to be seen. I know there are a lot of fans that have expressed some concern about their safety, whether it be on a poll we did last week or talk radio or on message boards. You've seen that throughout. But we won't know until we see, how many OU fans actually show up to the game. There could be a decent amount. I know that ticket sales at the Sun Bowl are going pretty good. OU, as of late last week, still hadn't sold its allotment, but you got to think that they probably will before the bowl game. So we'll have to see. People need to know that El Paso is actually one of the safest cities in the country, safer than Oklahoma City or Tulsa in terms of crime rate, which is amazing considering all the violence that's going across the border. The law enforcement in El Paso has done a great job to make that a safe city.
David, do you think there's as much playing into this, the fact that this wasn't the season that Oklahoma wanted, and El Paso's not exactly, it's not Dallas. You can't drive there easily. Is some of that maybe going to keep some Sooner fans from heading down to El Paso as well?
I think so. I think it's not a short drive, and El Paso is not L.A. or Miami, where Oklahoma's used to kind of spending their days. But I think that's it's still warm. That's a positive. They're not headed up to Toronto for the International Bowl, but it's going to be something that the players are going to look forward to, and it's going to be a nice reward for them.
Now, the best reward for this team in this program would be a W, because they have not had a bowl win in several years. Jake, how much pressure is on this team right now to win this game? Or because it's not sort of a high-stakes BCS bowl, is maybe that not so much a factor anymore?
Yeah, I don't see the pressure being as big a deal as if it were the BCS game. You don't see a lot of chatter among the players and even really the fans about it. Guarantee that you'd be hearing that if this was a national championship or a Fiesta Bowl. But on the other hand, if OU were to lose this game, you're going to hear more of that next year. So I think there is some lose-lose element to it. If you win, nobody really cares, and if you lose, then people are going to be talking next year. So the important thing for OU is to win, and I think it'll at least make a minor dent into all that bowl talk.
Okay, lastly, guys, before we finish up, predictions for this game. David, how do you see it shaking down?
I like OU by about 10 points, probably like 31-21, something like that.
Okay, Jake?
Copied my bowl pick, I see. I went 35-24 OU.
Okay, thanks, guys. Stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.
See it.